Blutbart.
Hello and welcome back to another behind the scenes toy photography video. This week I'm going to show you how to use compressed air to add a little action to your scene. I call this shot the Battle of Hoth III. The Battle of Hoth is one of the coolest, most action-packed events in Star Wars lore and has inspired me many times throughout the years. One of my first toy photos ever was inspired by this battle in The Empire Strikes Back. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing a retrospective of the shots I took before I started this YouTube channel. There are quite a few. As always with my snow scenes, I created my ground surface with a paving stone covered in all-purpose flour. After turning on my background TV, I posed and placed my subjects. I stood them on peg stands which I concealed under the flour. Despite having different faces, these troopers are duplicates of the same figure. The Black Series Hoth Rebel trooper comes with an extra face hidden in the backpack that you can swap out very easily. Lastly, I placed my AT-AT. I cranked open the aperture on my camera for a shallow depth of field, creating the illusion of distance. With my scene set, I blew some compressed air directly at the ground to create impacts for the blaster effects. Using the continuous shutter setting on my camera, I was able to rapidly take multiple exposures to capture different instances of the effect. Here's my starting image, which would serve as the base layer as I used layer masking to composite in 5 more layers with varying degrees of air impact. Blending multiple layers always involves some trial and error, but ultimately I was able to blend the layers together in a way I was happy with. After adding a few adjustment layers for color grading, I used the healing brush tool to remove the articulation joints on my action figures. Next, I added the incoming fire from the Imperial Walker. I used the pen tool to create a selection, then the brush tool to paint in the bolts. With layer effects, I added an inner and outer glow, and with the motion blur effect, I created some movement. I added a layer mask to the lasers and used custom brushes to integrate them with the compressed air impacts on the ground. Lastly, I did a quick bit of dodging and burning to lighten up my subjects' faces. So once again, here's my starting image. And here's where I ended up. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and make sure to check me out on Instagram. Thanks, and until next time.